What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be installing the Rally Innovation rocker panel guards. So, I want to apologize, guys. I know my bags are atrocious right now. I got like no sleep last night. I don't know. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get into this install. Alright guys, so here are the rocker panel guards. As you can see, they're going to just bolt straight up to, bolt straight onto the rocker panels. Very, very lightweight. They do come in two different colors from Rally Innovations. They come in this textured black, or they also come in like a polished aluminum. You know, I'm going with the black and white theme, so obviously I'm gonna get them black. But the aluminum looked pretty cool if, you know, that's your color. But yeah, so for this install, all we're gonna need really is a power drill, flathead. I believe we're gonna need some drill bits, but I don't know. We're gonna find out. And they come with all these little bolts. So, should be a pretty straightforward install. So let's go over and hop over to the car and get this started. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're underneath the rocker panels right now. And as you can see, we're going to be removing these fasteners. They're all along underneath. Now it said on the instructions that there's 5, but I'm counting 7. So I'm going to take off 7. If it's only 5, it's only 5. But I'll let you guys know. So let's go ahead and get these removed and then pull this rocker panel off.
Yeah, boy.
Yep, that one broke. Okay, I don't know where that went. Alright guys, so I guess it ended up being, you know, it's funny, I think they said 5 clips because I think they knew that you were going to break the very front and the very back one. They have those 2 little screw-in ones. I hate those little screw-in ones. You have to screw in with a screwdriver. They do not come out at all. So I had to end up breaking them because they don't come out properly when you get like mud and debris in them. So that's that. So I had to end up breaking the front 2. It is what it is. Yeah, they required some force getting out, but I got them out. Not that big of an issue, so we'll go ahead and move on. Alright guys, so just a little quick note. I was having trouble pulling off this very last clip. I think you need to remove like the last bolts on the mud flap. But it just kind of, friction just kind of pulled it out by itself. So I don't think we're going to need, we might be able to sneak it back in there when we're reinstalling it. But if we can't put it back, obviously we're just going to have to take out that one bolt. So not a big deal, just thought I'd mention it. Alright guys, so we got our rocker panel here, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and clean it up a little bit because I got some tire shine splatter on it. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and place the guard underneath our rocker panel. So it'll look something like this. In a nutshell. Something like that. Okay? Now we're going to be lining it up with the holes of the rivets that we took out earlier. Okay, now they recommended in the instructions, get just some lock jaws. just to keep everything in place. It does actually form pretty decently to the actual, you know, little deal. So we'll just get some lock jaws, place them right here in the middle. Okay. So that's pretty secure, pretty snug how we want it. So you'll end up with something like this. So at this point, we're gonna go ahead and get a marker or a Sharpie and mark off these little holes right here, because these are gonna be our drilling points. I had a Sharpie, I don't know, oh, it's in my pocket. So, lined up as closely as possible. Alright guys, so now that that's done, to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if we're going to be using the variant. I'm sure we are, but they're not lining up very well as compared to these middle sections. So I guess we're just going to try and go from there. Drill some holes and see what happens. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to take a 1/4 inch drill bit and drill out the holes. So what I actually came out to find was they only supplied us with 4 bolts for this middle section right here. I'm not 100% sure why they drill out 2 holes and they only give you 4 bolts. They give you a total of 8 bolts, 8 of these little bolts for this middle section. And then they got some riser ones right here like this with a little spacer in between to go for this part where I talked about I'm not sure if something's going to fit in there. So they only gave us 4 of these riser ones. So you only get 1 and 1. And then 1 and 1 on the other side. I'm not sure why they have 2 holes pre-drilled for each section. I mean, I guess if you wanted more, I mean, I guess it's going to be secure enough, but I'm not sure why they did that. But I guess if you wanted to, you can get more bolts if you have them lying around. That's kind of dumb, but whatever. So we'll just drill out these holes and go from there. Alright guys, so now that that's done, we're going to flip it over. And the directions said to put the bolts downward. So we'll flip it over, put the bolts in. And so per the instructions, how we're going to have this is 2 washers, a lock washer in, and then the nut. Now on the very end, on both ends, on both poles, we're going to use the supplied ones that have the little spacer on them. It's going to be washer, it's going to be bolt, washer, in, then the spacer and another washer. You got the spacer there like that, and then the very end, put your last guy on. Alright guys, so now that we got the bolts all put in, we're going to take a little star bit and tighten it down. Alright guys, now we got it all bolted up and ready to go. This is what it looks like just right now. All we gotta do is repeat the process, mount it back up, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, so this is the install complete. They're good to go. It had this like weather stripping on here that I took off on the top of it. You can keep it on there, I think, but you can take it off just for bare metal, I guess. Rally Innovation has it on their show car, but you can. I think this is optional. I just took it off just because I didn't like the way it was. It was kind of making some noise rubbing up against the plastic, so I just kind of took it off. But anyway, guys. So first initial impressions. I love the way it looks. It just gives it like a really sleek look. Now, are they functional? I'm gonna go with yes. I'm not sure how functional because I'm not gonna test them like that. I like going off-roading with Mountain Route Texas, but we don't do anything this hardcore that we need rock rails, you know. Now, in comparison to LP Adventure, I think their rock rails came out to what, like $1,200, I think. These ones were, I think they came out to about $350 with shipping, or maybe $400 with shipping. 400, 1,000. How often are we going to really use our rock rails on Crosstreks? I mean, we can't do any hardcore crawling, so I can't imagine us doing that much sliding, rock sliding. So, I don't know. But again, first, I mean, you know, buyer preference. Now for me, it's what I wanted. I just honestly wanted them for show because they looked good, they looked really sleek, and yeah, that's pretty much why I got them. I'd recommend them to y'all. I mean, it gives your Crosstrek a pretty unique look, as you can see. Gives it more like a stylish look. Now, they are developing, I actually reached out to Rally Innovations on their show car, or I guess their factory car, or whatever you want to call it. They have a back plate, kind of like this, for the back section. And I asked them, you know, hey, when are you guys going to get that one developed? They actually reached back out to me and they said, currently the one that's on their car is a prototype. They don't have a set time frame of when they're going to be developing it, but when they do, they said they'd let me know. So I'll be the first one to probably snag it. It's kind of the same concept as this. I'll go ahead and show you guys the back so you guys can get a visual of what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so what I was talking about earlier was they actually have on their prototype car a piece, kind of like, you know, an aluminum piece, just like that, you know, just like the rock rails, that goes along this line right here, covers this back portion. And I think that'll, you know, contrast pretty well. Black, you know, will tie in the rest of the black molding or whatever they have right here. So I think it'll look really cool. If you guys don't really know what I'm talking about, just look up Rally Innovations on Instagram and check out their prototype car. They have a lot of pictures of it. And on the back side, you'll see this little, you know, aluminum piece. And it looks really, really cool. But yeah, guys, install was pretty simple. Just some minor hiccups getting those little rivets out because they were in there for, you know, they were corroded kind of in there. But yeah, pretty easy install. Took me about maybe an hour. Took me about almost 2 hours just because, you know, I had to film and everything. But I think about an hour. It was pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. If you like the video, please smash the like button and share it with your friends. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, just put them in the comments or hit me up on Instagram, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Yeah, guys, so I have more mods coming for the Crosstrek. Honestly, I'm running out because one thing that I have actually come in to encounter with buying a new car, a very updated car, 2019, there aren't a lot of aftermarket parts, so it's kind of one of those waiting games. But I do have 2 more mods for sure that are coming. And then after that, guys, to be honest with you, I don't know. I might have to find some Wish app mods and go a little rice. No, I'm never doing that. But yeah, guys. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.